Welcome back to the Shake and Bake podcast. I'm here with the Hammer. We got our Super Bowl recap. Hammer, how we doing?
Shake and bake. Pretty good. Not bad. Nice 70 degrees down here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I'm enjoying. How's the weather up there? Not too bad today, right?
It's still ice cold.
Yeah, too bad. Um, Super Bowl recap?
Yeah, how would you like that game? Very boring game.
Yeah, it's a defensive game. It was what do you call it? I thought it was a pretty boring game, like you said, but you got to give Seattle a lot of credit. Their defense is legit. They've been good all year. With us being in fantasy, how good Seattle's defense is. And you know what? I think Drake May was hurt pretty bad, right? It was shoulder. I don't think he was right, but I don't think they would have won anyway. But he didn't look good at all.
Yeah, I mean, look at the talent that GM brought in. All those corners and guys were like, Seattle never really had a top 15 pick out of those years. Like their best player, JSM, was pick 20. Like he brought in all that talent, those corners, those safeties that they got, like Emmanuel from South Carolina last year. So I mean, you got to give
Yeah,
the
they brought
GM.
in some. They got their PR departments too. I mean, whatever, not PR, but
Yeah, they never have a top like 10, 15
their
pick.
draft
Always
department, I should say,
decent.
or their scouts are doing a good job. And their GM is doing a great job bringing in talent. One thing was interesting. Getting back to our New York Jets is that coach. He's young. He's a defensive guy, and I don't know if this bodes well for Glenn. Maybe it does. He calls the defensive plays for the team.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves here.
No, I'm just saying that he's the one
Yeah, I
coach
know.
that does call he's the head coach and he does call the defensive plays. So I don't know. I mean, this guy's probably a lot smarter than Aaron Glenn. He's already won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, he was with Harbaugh and the Ravens.
Yeah, right. So, and like I said, you get back to coaching. I think coaching is so key in the NFL, and I think the Giants are going to be a dark horse this year. In that crappy NFC East. There's not really
Still
a
got a
good
tough
team.
schedule.
Yeah, but you know what? The NFC East, they're going to play those teams twice, right?
Yep.
And they're not that great. The Eagles are on the decline. The Redskins are all banged up. The Cowboys.
I think the Redskins will be good. So Jaden Daniels is
Yeah,
still a
Jaden
great
Daniels comes
quarterback.
back.
He was
He's
just dealing with
healthy.
injury.
Yeah, he's definitely he's a superstar. He's unbelievable. But the Giants, I tell you what, I could see the Giants winning 8 games next year.
Yeah, I could see, but the only reason that I don't see them doing well is because the salary cap right now. I think they're like $10 million just right now.
Right.
So I mean, going back to our Jets, we have the fourth most salary cap. So I mean, that's pretty good. Hopefully, we'll get some free
Yeah,
agents.
they were
A lot of
targeting.
good guys.
I saw something like they saw an offensive lineman today said he's a really good player. I forgot what team he's on. They're targeting. I don't know, it was Carolina or somewhere. They're going to steal this guy from somebody. He's supposed to be a really good offensive lineman.
Yeah, so I
So
got a report today that they're interviewing top linebacker from Texas Tech, Rodriguez is the guy's name. He
yeah,
finished with like the most tackles in the league.
he's supposed to go top 10.
Yeah, he could fall to pick 16. That's probably why they're interviewing him.
Wow. Yeah,
So, I
they
mean,
definitely
you could always
definitely
trade
need
up too.
defense. Well, you know what? I mean, going back to the Jets, we didn't really talk a lot on the Super Bowl. There really wasn't much to talk about. If we want to go back to the Super Bowl, Darnold play efficient, and that's what he did in the playoffs. He didn't do anything crazy. He just what did he throw for, like 193 and a touchdown?
Yeah, I think his better game was last week against the Rams when he had like
Right.
300 yards, 3 TDs. But this
Right.
game really didn't have to do too much because Kenneth Walker kind of like went off. He was like prime Barry Sanders out there, MVP.
Yep, and he hit his favorite target.
Well, I mean, Darnold didn't turn the ball over. He did his job, and I mean, they won the game.
And my boy Bernier.
What?
My boy Bernier, the tight end.
Bernier,
whatever his name is. He French? I don't know what he is, but he's a pretty good tight
He's
end. I
from
had him on my
Michigan.
team. That's why I like him.
Second year, man. So I
But
mean,
but the Super Bowl, like I said, I mean, what our predictions? I think I was what 31-21 or something. You were 31-24.
yeah, something like that. I
Yeah, we
think
were
I
pretty
no, I did
close.
31-20.
That's pretty good.
31-21.
And I did what I did 31-24.
I mean, we had the right idea.
Yeah, we both thought Seattle was going to win, and and they did cover, right?
Yeah, they did, and
Yeah.
they to be honest, they literally blew them out. And then Seattle's they were up. What was it, 31 to like 8 or 7 before?
Well, their defense scored. That what was it? The fumble he picked up and ran.
Yeah,
for a
it was
touchdown,
just an utter blowout.
I mean, you know what? You give credit to the Patriots defense. Didn't play that bad.
Yeah, I mean, also do you see the clips of the tackle Will Campbell getting absolutely?
Oh
like,
my God, he got slaughtered in the press.
The entire line got destroyed.
Wow, they were killing this guy. I mean, I guess the pressures that he allowed, and I don't know how many sacks he gave up, but
he got some guy ran at him and then put him on his ass.
shit. You know,
So he
thank God
bulldozed them.
he was taken ahead of our guy, wasn't he?
Yep, he was their fourth pick.
So you got to give Muji credit for that. I mean, he you know
Membo.
Mamba, the Black Mamba. What do you call it? He's going to be a beast. So
Yeah.
hopefully that's a glimmer. I'll say a hope for the Jets. Going ahead, moving forward with Muji, with the free agency and the cap money we have, and also the draft. I mean, listen, Jets have two really nice picks, two in the top 20. That's huge. So
That Colts trade was a robbery.
that was a great trade.
Because
The
once we
Cowboys
traded
trade
them
wasn't bad
Sauce,
either.
the thing is the Colts were favored to win the Super Bowl at that time. So everyone thought that pick
Yeah,
was
they just
terrible. But now
well,
looking back on it, that's a great pick.
yeah, Jonathan Taylor did great for me. And then at the end of the season, he didn't do
No,
so
once
well.
Sauce came to the team, he plagued them.
Yeah, Sauce is a plague. He's the Reaper.
Going back to the Jets, a lot of news and buzz. Derek Carr,
Coaching.
apparently he was talking on a podcast a while ago saying that he loves Aaron Glenn, this and that, and some sources are saying that he might come out of retirement and join the Jets. Hammer, how do
Yeah,
you
because
feel about
I think he
that?
played for Reich, didn't he?
Yep.
I'm not crazy. I'm not killing the Reich signing. I mean, who else is going to come sign here? I mean, at least they got a decent.
I don't mind it.
I don't mind it because he's got head coaching experience. He played the position of quarterback at Buffalo.
And he only has to worry about the offense.
All he has to do is worry about the offense. He can help, hopefully, give the preacher some advice once in a while. Probably every game, a lot. And I mean, they filled out. They got the guy. I think they got a Pittsburgh guy who's supposed to be pretty good. Was it
The
defensive line?
Yep.
Was it defensive line coach for the Steelers?
Defensive line.
Who comes with a pretty good resume. They got the quarterback coach who's 110 years old, but he's supposed to be pretty good.
He's not that old, that guy.
Who is it? What was his name again?
I think it was
Musgrave. No, is it?
It's something Musgrave. I don't know if it's Bill.
But he's been around forever.
Yeah, but he was with the Vikings. He coached a lot of guys.
Right.
But the guys he coached are like premium.
Well,
now
what they're doing, they're bringing all these guys in with experience because obviously the preacher doesn't have any experience coaching. So we'll see. Going back, we talked about it. We touted the 2027 draft for the quarterback. Now it's even got richer because Chambliss won that appeals. So Chambliss is heading back to college next year or this year.
Happening.
So now the 2027 draft is loaded with quarterbacks. Loaded, and we have and guess what? We have 3 first-round picks,
and we could make more. You never know.
All I can say is, how do you spell Arch? That's my boy, Arch Manning.
It's gonna be crazy, that draft, but I really think that they're gonna take a quarterback shot. You're not taking a first-round pick on a quarterback.
I wouldn't even take a quarterback in the draft.
I would take it with my 3rd or 4th pick.
Maybe
young guy.
How about this? What Sims said. I trust Phil Sims. He said the Jets should really go after Malik Willis.
I don't want Malik Willis.
No.
No.
All right. Kirk Cousins.
You're gonna have to sign it to a long-term deal, not like but like a 3-year deal, probably, right? That he's gonna want because he wants that money.
That's okay. 3 years all I give him.
I'd rather take a shot in a 3rd or 4th round quarterback.
Ty Simpson.
No. Get a veteran. So it's like the same thing the Patriots did.
Well, they're also linking. They're also linking Cousins. If
you take a shot on one of those guys, and then you say the first 6 games the veteran quarterback is not playing to par. You throw the guy in that's got some reps that learned, and if he doesn't play well, you're going to be a top 5 pick next year. You draft Arch.
Well, I think one key thing I think they should do. They should. Do you think you should re-sign Brees?
I was just about to bring that up because I know we haven't talked about it a lot.
Or franchise them.
There's 2 different things. I think you can do transition tag, which I don't know much about myself.
Yeah, I don't know too much about that info.
Or you can franchise tag. I know if you franchise tag them, which I think is around like 22, or it's like
they get
18
a pick,
to 22 million, I think, for the franchise.
But if they lose them, they get a pick?
But I'm not sure on that. I don't think they do now.
I would
think earlier, I think they would have, but I don't know now. I don't know the specifics.
Maybe they get a pick for next year.
But if they if they tag Brees with the franchise tag and then they trade him, I think they're like required to get a pick or something, like a first round pick or 2 first. Franchise tag. It's some crazy thing, but.
Oh, I like that. I'm sure Muji will, go down each, alley and find out what the best route is, to get to. I mean, if he doesn't want to be here, then we got to figure a way.
Yeah, I was listening to some guy he said Brees, he played his ass off, he had 1,000 yards.
He wants to go to a winner
on a shitty team, but like Brees in the locker room and like everything. He's just like moping around, just like kind of not disrespecting the team, but like just being like sad, like with the comments he makes and stuff. So I
Well,
mean,
then you
like
know what? He sounds like he doesn't want to
let
be
him
here. I don't
walk.
blame him. Let him go. Let him go to Kansas City or wherever he wants to go.
Yeah, I agree, and I rather draft a running back. You find like the
You could get a running back in the third or fourth round who are good.
yeah.
So I mean, there's
Never know.
a lot of running backs out there. There's a lot of receivers in this draft too, which
You
you
never know.
like.
You could. I know you're not gonna like this, but a lot of people may not like this idea. But say you let Brees walk. Like say that happens if we let Brees walk. We could use our second round pick and our first round pick and trade up a couple spots to jump ahead of someone
Jeremy Love.
for Jeremiah Love.
Jeremiah Love.
So you never know. It's multiple options. The free agency will tell the what they do, but you
Yeah,
never know.
we should get a sense like when does the free agency start?
March 9th, I think.
Okay. Right around, got it. Right around the NHL trade deadline of March 6th. Okay. And then we have the draft in end of
April
April.
23rd or
Yeah.
26th, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it's usually toward the end of the April. And then so you're kind of going to see what kind of direction the Jets will go in the draft, what they do in the free agency, I think. You agree?
If they get like a veteran like Kirk Cousins or like one of the older guys, I could definitely see them drafting a quarterback in those late rounds. Like I
I
said.
would. What's that? Nussbaumer?
Who?
Nussbaumer on LSU? What's his name?
Nussmeyer.
Whatever, same thing. What do you call it? Nussbaumer. So maybe I'll get Nussbaumer.
It's him or LR from Penn State.
I was
'Cause
just going to say
LR
the kid from Penn State.
Drew Aller is he's 6'5". He's a big dude, like Josh Allen size. He has the arm strength, but he hasn't like developed with like throwing it. So I mean, you look at Josh Allen's first year, he had the arm strength, but he didn't have like the throwing. He changed his arm motion and all that. So I mean, you could see something
Listen,
like that. You never know.
honestly, to fix the Jets' offense shouldn't be that tough. I mean, honestly, you have Garrett Wilson, you have a good offensive line, you have good running backs. You add another, you have decent tight ends. So if the Jets can get another stud receiver,
And he could sign a tight end in free agency.
right? Even to get another tight end, you get a you get
draft.
Get a freaking stud receiver, and then your offense is fixed, and then you work strictly on the defense. I mean, they're signing.
I could see them spending a lot of money on defense.
That's what they're going to do. They're going to get corners. I saw a couple names,
Jamel
safeties,
Dean.
corners, and I saw I did see one offensive lineman who looked pretty good. I mean, you never have enough offensive linemen because those guys get hurt all the time.
So I don't think the Jets would go after a receiver in free agency. Maybe like a veteran.
No, you got to draft. They're definitely drafted. I wouldn't be surprised if the Jets draft 2 receivers in this draft.
Well, I'm saying they have A.D. Mitchell, right? They have Garrett Wilson, and
yeah, and they got the kid from the Eagles,
and Mechie.
Mechie or Michi, whatever his name.
So, like, I mean, you have those 3 guys that you can obviously play around with. So I can see them. I don't see them really bringing in maybe a veteran because they're going to bring in, like you said, 2 rookie guys. They have
Cordell Tate.
They have the 3 guys already there that are like the 2 other guys are mid, and then Garrett Wilson's obviously elite talent. So
no, I'm telling you, it's Matt. It doesn't. It's not going to take them a lot to fix the offense.
The defense that they're going to spend.
The defense is they have to spend the money.
You're not going to see them signing a receiver for like.
If they get they could fix this thing up pretty quick. If they get a really good receiver,
they get draft.
They get Reese to go on the edge. They get Malachi Lemon or whatever, or the guy with Boston.
Yeah, if you get Lemon, the offensive side is completely done. Maybe you draft a tight end in like the 6th round or
right, and then you like even your 2 second round picks, you just keep going defense. I don't care corners or linebackers or whatever. D-line, yeah, they're going to get D-line definitely.
I think a name to watch is McDonald's on Ohio State. He's like 6'4",
I love
6'5".
that guy. I love the guy.
His arms are like enormous, like length.
He's a monster. Where is he projected to go?
They said he could be early, like late 1st round. So I mean, one of your 2nd round picks could be available. It just depends on
if he's sitting there in the second round, first pick, we're taking him.
Yeah, 100%. You need because Quinnen's gone. You need someone to replace him.
No, they didn't. They need someone to clog up the middle. Do you agree?
I want to get your thought on this too because I don't see them drafting an offensive lineman, but I mean AVT obviously had 2 season-ending injuries back to back.
Listen, if you can get AVT back on a 1-year deal, I mean even on 2-year, maybe
I would do it based
deal.
on games played.
Yeah, why don't you do that? Right, do incentives. I mean, basically just give him a 2-year deal. The first year is guaranteed. The second year it would be how many games you play, and if you don't play or you get injured in the first year, you're done.
Yep.
I definitely. I mean, I would do that, but he might. He's unrestricted, right?
I think so. I mean, I would slide Joe Tippmann back to center or
listen. If some team wants to give him a 3 or 4 year deal, good luck to you. Have fun.
Yeah, 100%. Because I mean, the offensive line was fine. They were the only team in the league that didn't have a starter change.
No, I tell you what, the ends in the middle, they have good centers, and they got the good right tackle and the good left tackle, and they got guard. The Jets are fine on the offense line.
The
Listen,
thing is, I think Simpson's a free agent this year too.
they'll get. You know what? They have so many picks. They can pick. I mean, they have 12 picks.
They got a lot.
They got fucking a lot of. They had 12. They have 12 picks. I don't think he's going to use them all.
I think he might trade up, maybe
He's not going
acquire
to pull
third.
He's not going to pull a John Izek and then draft like 14 players and like one guy makes it in 3 years.
Yeah.
That was probably the worst draft in NFL history.
I know we got a lot of Giants fans listening. What pick do you think a lot of fans want to see on that side of the ball?
To be honest with you, it's not a pretty pick. If I'm the Giants, I'm going to go the best offensive lineman. You got to protect Dart.
I agree. That's what I would do too. I know everyone wants the premium receiver or Caleb Downs. You
Or
just got to
Tate.
protect Dart.
Oh, Downs is not a bad pick. I'd love to see the Jets get Downs.
The thing is, though, they need to protect Dart. I mean, their line is just
No, I think the
paper
Giants have to go. Who's the kid from Miami? He's supposed to be pretty
Maui
good, right?
Goa.
Yeah, so
You have his brother. He's terrible.
Is he? We have Jason Taylor. He's giving us advice.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what's coming to us? Bane.
You never know.
Ruben. Bane.
I think the pro day, whoever has like the combine, or like one of those, whoever has a more exciting, because I don't know, you may not know like who goes. Like Oliver Reese may not go to the
Honestly,
combine.
every freaking mock draft I'm seeing has the Jets taking Aubrey Reese.
But I'm saying they may not go to the combine.
Oh,
One of those guys.
they'll do a pro day at their
They'll
college.
probably do a pro day and me.
All right.
See it, but
Darnold did one. I remember watching it.
I think
Yeah.
Reese, just based on the fact that he's 20 years old and he has the most upside.
Yeah, they're saying down the road he's like Michael Parsons, whatever clone.
He's
so
20 years old.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, listen, every draft has him taking Reese, which annoys me. No one has any creativity. So whatever.
I
We'll
saw
see what
some guy
happens.
taking Bane.
Bane. I love Bane. That's my boy from Miami.
And people are saying Bailey's climbing. But like a Bailey he's like a Will McDonald.
That's the guy from Texas Tech now.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. They were saying just to make a surprise pick. Yeah, they take Bailey at 2.
I don't
All
see
right.
that. I think they just take Reese.
You know
could
what?
do so much stuff with
I
them.
think about this. How about if someone overloads you with draft picks and capital and you move a few slots back? I'm doing that.
I don't it just depends on how people like view, because obviously we got to keep hyping this guy up to be like a Micah Parsons type of edge rusher, like linebacker.
You know what? We'll see what happens. I mean, I trust
just don't see anyone trading up
Muji a little
because
bit.
there's
I trust Muji in the draft.
I'm just saying there's no like solidified number 2 pick besides like maybe Reese. I'm saying.
Tate's good.
I mean, if someone's offering a first round pick, come on.
I think I swear that's why it kind of hurts the Jets in this draft. There's not like too bad there wasn't a couple of quarterbacks.
Yep.
It kind of hurts them.
They would immediately have taken the guy.
But I'm not. You know what? I mean, I think Mendoza will be a good NFL quarterback, but I'm not really losing sleep. I think next year it's just going to be so loaded with quarterbacks, and who knows who's going to have a great. The kid from Oregon could go crazy next year. You don't know, or this year. I'm sorry. He can go crazy this year. We'll see.
Chambliss.
Yeah, Chris Chambliss on the Yankees. I love that guy.
I thought you were a Met fan.
Well, we're talking about Chris Chambliss, who won a lot of World Series for the New York Yankees. Yeah, I'm a Met fan. But yeah,
Trinidad.
I know Trinidad. That's my boy.
You could go off too, and then you have.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I give him credit. He's going to play another year of college. He wants to get more experience for the NFL. I respect that.
Yeah, I do too. He's his first ever D1 start.
I didn't like what the Colorado kid did. I mean, Oregon kid did.
I don't know. You never know. Like Indiana could have a good quarterback because what's his name? The coach, Signetti is just a great coach. I mean, he could coach another guy up to.
What was the kid from Oregon again? The quarterback,
Dante Moore.
Yeah, Dante Moore. It's gambling. I mean, he's gambling on injury. He's gambling that he falls.
He was the solidified number 2 pick.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't want to hear this bullshit. Oh, he was want to go to the Jets. He would have been probably the number 2 pick. And you know what?
48 mil guaranteed.
Right now, he goes back to college.
Life-changing money.
And then if he goes back to college, he gets hurt, a serious injury, his career's over. He just blew it.
Yeah,
so I mean, and also other quarterbacks could emerge ahead of him.
I didn't really want Dante Moore. I'd rather Jets build out this team. Like they're not a quarterback away from.
No, they need a lot of players, So I think they really, like you said, it's easier to fix the offense because you have a lot of pieces in the place, but they really have to concentrate on free agency and the draft on defense.
Yeah, I think defense is like 80% free agency, and then draft is like.
Listen, and Matt, in 2 years they should have a good team. I mean, if they play it right with the free agency and the draft,
I
the
mean,
Jets in 2028 should be a respectable team.
it's a crazy comment, but
It's I always look toward the future being a general contractor. So I'm thinking 2028, because you got to figure Glenn's going to be gone. And Muji, I don't know if Muji stays or not, but you got to figure someone like Gruden or Tomlin. Who else do we
all
have
right,
out there?
let's get our future thing for next year. We'll come back around. We'll look at this video. My future predictions is they will have the number 3 pick. They're going to trade up to get Arch, and
Definitely
Gruden
top five.
will be the coach.
I think I'm I'm all for that. It sounds like Woody's enamored with him. So if Woody wants to throw his deep pockets at Gruden and give Gruden full control, I like Gruden. And he's perfect for because he's offensive minded guy and he's
Hmm.
he's a quarterback guru. So I mean he'll grill every prospect
I can see him hiring Rex.
to run the defense.
Yep.
I have no problem with Rex running the defense.
But the thing is, just Rex is so like, he has too much of an ego that he will only want the head coach job.
No, I think at this point of Rex's life, he's not a spring chicken anymore. I think, but I like that. I love to see Gruden or Tomlin.
One of those.
And how about the guy from Buffalo,
McDermott.
McDermott?
I mean, look at the Titans. They have Daboll as their OC, and then they have Saleh as their head coach. Who would have thought?
A lot of guys. I mean, did Adam Gase go to San Diego?
Wait, whoa.
No, the Chargers. I keep calling them San Diego, the Los Angeles Chargers. I think Gase went to the Chargers.
He did not. No, hold on.
Come on, breaking news, baby. I think he's going to be an offensive assistant.
Oh my God, he's on the Chargers.
That's right. Don't you think I'm sleeping?
Who's signing this guy? He's horrible.
Jim Harbaugh. And where did Kingsbury go?
He went to the Rams.
That's a great hire. Wow.
I mean, the Rams best.
The Rams are great. They're going to win the Super Bowl next year. I'm taking Stafford. I'm going to just wait till like
You
12th
realize
round.
the Rams have, I think, the number 12 pick in this draft too.
Imagine if they get another receiver.
People have mocked them lemon.
Yeah, exactly.
If Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams, Mekhi Lemon, like, what are you doing?
And they got a good tight end. I like that tight end too. He's not bad.
Parkinson and
Parkinson.
Ferguson.
Yeah, exactly.
And they have Ferguson, the Oregon guy, which they hit on their second
No,
round pick.
I tell you what, Stafford's coming back, right?
Yeah, he said in his MVP speech.
He will be on my fantasy football team.
No.
Well, I mean, he'll fall. I'm telling you, he didn't get drafted this year.
I scooped him up.
Yeah, I had him first, I think.
Yeah, and I took him.
Fucking dropped him like an asshole.
You dropped him, and then I picked him up, and he had like 15 touchdowns, MVP performance.
Guy, did you win the league?
No. But I could see the Rams even doing one thing. You take a top corner in the draft, or you take receiver. So I mean, the Rams next year.
I'm not worried about the Rams. Are just such a and where did LaFleur go? LaFleur went to Arizona.
Jet OC, by the way.
Yeah,
went to Arizona.
Great hire. Great. I mean, all these teams are making great hires, man, except for us.
I mean, last year you did say Glenn was a great hire.
I didn't say that. I know he's like your father. I said I'm rooting for him. I hope it's a good. I kind of like Glenn going because
you did say though you like the offensive side of the ball type of guys.
Yeah, definitely. That's where it seems like the game is going. Do you agree?
100%. Like you
But
look at.
you know what? I like Matt. Getting back to your little comment there. I'm sure your father fueled that in you. But you know what? I like Glenn. I watched Glenn play. I saw Glenn play. He was a great player. He had a decent. I don't think the only thing that worried me, he wasn't that great a defensive coordinator for Detroit, but they did have a lot of injuries. But he's under the Parcells tree. But after this year, in the first like 4 or 5 games, they were competitive. They should have won a couple of the games. I mean, they were competitive against Tampa Bay. They were competitive against Pittsburgh. They're competitive against Denver. They could have won those games, but of course they did, and they always find a way to lose. But to be honest with you, the way what's concerning to me, and I think you'd agree, is the last 5 or 6 games were just pathetic. I mean, they were getting blown out every game. That means
I think they were just in full tank mode.
Right. It was like full tank mode, and the team quit on them. So that's a concern. But like you said before we start the podcast, you said that he's the number 1 hot seat guy.
Yeah, there's one final thought on the Jets before we move on. Do you see them bringing back Nick Foles as the kicker?
No, I just had a freaking brain fart. I was thinking about Nick Mangle, but poor guy, rest in peace. What a great
Nick
Jet,
Foles.
my boy,
I know,
Mangler,
Rip
the
Nick
Mangler,
Mangler.
the Mangler.
Are they going to
Um,
bring back Nick Folk, you think, on a
yeah,
better
I think
minimum? Or
I think so.
he had a great year.
He's the best player on the team. When your place kicker's the best team, you're a player on your team, you're in trouble.
Yeah, that is crazy. But
You want to talk a little switching gears now? We're getting toward the end of the podcast. Talking a little Olympic hockey.
let's head on over.
Want to head over to Italy?
Bo Horvat, I saw.
He scored. Yeah. Okay. Canada's loaded. So I mean, so the U.S., but Canada just looks
A
so good.
Marchand,
Well, not even
McDavid,
that. Look at McDavid,
Hughes.
McDavid, Crosby.
Is Hughes American or is he Canadian?
The Hughes brothers are U.S.
Oh, that's good then.
They all went to the University of Michigan, but they are just what do you call it? They're just stacked. McKinnon is a beast. I mean,
Yeah, is he the number one player in the world right now?
well, they got the two best players in the world, I think, right now. Canada,
McDavid, him,
McDavid, McKinnon.
Crosby.
Well, Crosby's getting up there, but he's still great. I mean, McCarr is great. He's a defensive guy. He's amazing. The U.S. started out yesterday against Latvia, who gave a kind of a scare in the first period. Yeah, they had 2 goals disallowed. One with Brock Nelson. Brock Nelson had the craziest first period in the world. He was offside on a goal which he assisted on. They challenged it. They won, and then he scored a goal, and they challenged it because they said Miller was in the crease. They won that. So then all of a sudden, the U.S. had a 1-0 lead on a goal by Brady Tkachuk, and then Latvia tied it up. And then second period, the U.S. got going. And Brock Nelson scored, 2 goals.
Yeah. Great trade by Lou. No, he had to go though.
No, he had to go. He has to be traded. So you can't kill Lou. That was a good trade because they got some picks and they got Callum Ritchie who's going to be good down the road. But I'm happy for Brock Nelson.
I was joking. Yeah, I know. You had to let him go.
But the U.S. is gonna, and then like a shocker. Finland lost the first round, which was a shocker, but they rebounded yesterday and today they beat Sweden. So that's a huge win for them because Sweden's loaded too. Sweden has a really good team, and the Finns beat them 4-1. So the Finns are definitely not going away easy, like everyone maybe thought after they lost the first game. But it's going to come down to those 4 teams. It's going to be Canada's the big favorite, I think, along with U.S., Finland, and Sweden.
What about Austin Matthews? What's your thoughts on him getting the captain?
He scored yesterday. I don't know. I personally would have.
Chuck?
No, maybe McAvoy.
I'd rather
or maybe Brady Tkachuk.
Yeah.
Or even at Brock Nelson. Brock Nelson's the 34-year-old player there. He's the oldest guy on the team.
He's 34.
34. That's why they traded him.
Wow.
The Brockster. And that was getting not a lot of news, but they're looking like. I mean, there's a long way to go. They're looking like a juggernaut. Is the U.S. women's team hockey team?
That too.
They blew out Canada 5-0, and Canada is the rated, I think, number 2 in the world. And the U.S. It just seems like the U.S. has got so many good young ladies who are just fast and athletic. And they just won I just saw they won the U18s too.
Who's the goalie for the men's U.S.?
Well, Hellebuck played yesterday.
He's unbelievable.
They have Ottinger, who's on Dallas, and he's fucking great too. And then
they have the walrus.
They got the walrus. You throw him a sardine. Yeah, that's the only way you're gonna get through the get a goal. But then they had Swayman on Boston.
Oh my God, they're loaded.
They're loaded on defense and on.
They really want to win.
The only thing that scares me a little about the U.S. team is they're not the biggest. So Canada was smart adding Tom Wilson, who's a big nasty guy. So the Canadians have a pretty big team and tough team.
And who's the Canadian goalies?
Oh, Binnington is going to be their main guy. Binnington.
What team does he play for?
The Blues.
Okay.
And I think it's the Blues. And look it up, please, because I think he's still in St. Louis.
Okay. And who else is in there?
I don't even know who their other goalies are. I don't really pay much attention to Canada except for Bo Horvat because I'm an Islander fan.
He had a good game.
And Shafe Dog should be playing. The Shafe Dog.
No. We need him resting. He needs rest.
I'm surprised Barzal didn't get picked.
That's good. And I don't want him to get hurt.
Yeah. So then I think the ladies have a better chance. My prediction is ladies have a better chance of winning the gold than the men. Yeah,
it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. But
yeah. Any baseball?
Is Russia playing or no?
Russia is banned.
So no Sorokin?
No Sorokin. He
They
gets
would
he
have
gets
an
the,
elite team.
he gets a little rest.
Good, 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 good.
You want to talk some? You want to talk some ping pong? What do you want to talk about?
Let's move on to MLB. Spring training's opening up.
That's
We
right.
have a lot of guys in there. Obviously, Lindor is going to need surgery.
Broken hand or something like that? A cracked hand?
Yeah, so he's been fighting with this injury for about like 3 years. So,
Wow. Wow.
um, he's finally going to get surgery on it. He's just too much. So, I mean, he'll be ready for opening day, hopefully. And then Soto is being moved to left field.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
So there's a lot of changes. It's pretty interesting what they're doing. Like with the whole team, they shook it all up. And
All right, well, here's your prediction. Are they going to make the playoffs?
I think right now with the additions they made, like with they're bringing more pitching. They made a trade for Peralta. And I mean they have the pitching, like I said, they have the hitting. Like obviously a lot of guys are going to be question marks on them because you don't know how they're going to play in New
So
York.
you like the like young pitchers they're bringing up and
But
stuff like that.
I think because McLean is a solid ace and they have the pitching, I do see them making the playoffs. But if they get injured, we may be in trouble.
You know what my prediction is? The Dodgers win.
Um,
You know who they added to the bullpen?
who?
You know,
Who?
the Mets. The Mets. They got
Edwin Diaz.
Edwin
We
Diaz.
sound the trumpet.
Yes, too many trumpet.
So bad. But I mean, I saw a clip of Pete Alonso too at the Orioles. I mean, he had to go, but I mean, this lineup's gonna be a lot different. Like every single guy on their team, that is at bat, they don't like to swing at the ball. I mean, Pete Alonso had the percentage strikeout last year. So
Sounds
these
like
guys
Dave
are.
Kingman.
It's like the Blue Jays. They put the ball in play, and they don't swing at a lot, and they take walks. That's what David Stern's built
Oh,
around.
listen, I hope the Mets do well. You know, they just got to stay healthy. You can't they had a lot of injuries last year, didn't they? Also,
Yeah, they had injury plague for 1 year. That's why all their pitching got hurt, and
that's what I'm saying. Mostly in the pitching staff, right? I mean, so you know that doesn't do you any good.
They fired the pitching staff. They got all new guys. I mean, they have a couple of guys that are kind of like falling off, and they're trying to rebound.
Well, this is a tough year for them. I mean, I mean, you know more about baseball than I do, but I think if the Mets don't make the playoffs,
I think they have a better team
Stern's
this year
gone.
than last year, though.
And Stern's gone, and so is the manager.
All right, Hammer.
All right, man. We'll talk next week. What are we gonna talk about? Bowling?
I don't know. We'll see what comes up in the news, but
we might have to take a week off.
no weeks
We
off
gotta
here.
take a week off. I'm not getting paid enough.
Hammer, thanks for your time.
I want some more money.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.